Getting in shape. So there is a very simple cause for getting in shape. It is training and dieting. 3 years ago, I was fat. I was out of shape. And because of the fact that I have been putting in that cause for the last 3 years, I used energy and I went to all of my workouts and I ate a good diet. I've managed to get in shape. Now, this video is not just about getting in shape, but it will be a massive part of it. In this video, I will go over why you need to actually want it. So before starting my fitness journey around a year before, not exactly a year, I tried to get in shape for the first time. In the second time I succeeded, in the first time, so here is how it went. After going through puberty, and as I was going through puberty, I gained some weight and I got fat. I both didn't really want to be fat, I didn't really care about it. I also heard about some benefits of fitness, it will improve my life. And I said to myself, let's start with that fitness thing. So I started by training for 20 minutes, I think, every day. I downloaded an app called Leap Fitness 30 Days Challenge, and I did a workout in there for the first day, and then for the second day, and for the third day. I remember, it was hard, it sucked for sure. At the beginning I had a lot of motivation, so I still stuck to it, but after a few days, I lost this motivation, and all I was left with was, I don't want to say pain, but it was not fun, right? To just go through this workout. I was not in that good of a shape back in those days. I was breathless, it was painful, I was not used to that pain, so it was pretty much pain, right? I didn't really want it enough. I'll be totally honest with you right now. I remember going to this workout saying to myself, why do I do it? I don't see a change in my body, it's been 3 days. Do I really want to just go to all of these workouts with the premise that I might get in shape? I didn't even know if it is, this workout will actually give me a good body. And I decided to just quit. I didn't want it enough. And I just kept eating pretty bad food, snacks, fucking Cheetos on a daily basis. I didn't keep track of a diet for the following year. I didn't train. I might have walked a bit, went for a few walks with some of the people around me, some of my family members or friends. But outside of that, I was living a pretty fucking sedentary lifestyle. And as the time went on, as the corona lockdown came, because this was the time of the corona lockdown, I got in a much worse shape. And then 3 years ago, that's when my desire to get in shape went up, because the amount of pain that I was feeling from not being in shape also went up. I started to have all sorts of health problems that I won't touch in this video. I started to hate my body even more. Just after the corona lockdown finished, I could not really wear a mask, it was not acceptable anymore, so my double chin was exposed. So I didn't really like it, right? For the majority of my childhood, I was fairly skinny. I was not fat, and then after getting fat, so I didn't think that being fat is inherently bad. At least not consciously, right? But subconsciously, I might thought about it a bit, right? And I didn't really like being fat. My friends laughed at me sometimes, and I decided to change essentially. Especially because of the health problems that I had. I had a hard time fucking walking. I won't go into details, but with it, I also didn't really like my body. So I decided to just pull the trigger to go once again to that app and start to train again, but in this time, I actually wanted it. I was not willing to fail. I expected it to be hard. I expected motivation to go away. I accepted it and expected it, and because of that, I decided to just go through it. Now, it was harder than I expected for sure. I kept going as days went on. For the first few days, I still felt motivation. I still went to my workout. I woke up at 5:30 a.m. every day to go for a walk, and I stuck to it. This time, I genuinely stuck to it. And as you can see now, I won't go into details about how my fitness journey went. It's not just about fitness, right? But at the end, I succeeded. Now, I genuinely think that one of the reasons to why I succeeded was motivation, but not motivation as a feeling. It was the motive. I had the motive. So let's deconstruct discipline, because we all know that discipline is necessary for achieving a transformation. Discipline is the ability to sacrifice one desire for a higher one. What does it mean? You read books instead of watching short form content because you have the higher desire of becoming smarter. In this case, let's say that you read a book about math to become better at math. That's your higher desire. You actually want it, and you sacrifice the lower desire for pleasure from scrolling on TikTok. This is how discipline essentially works. You sacrifice one desire for a higher one. A higher desire and a lower desire. So what determines the level of the desire? It is your desires. It is what your motives are built on, what you care about, your values, Now, with this in mind, discipline can also be referred to as a sacrifice. It is just sacrificing. And that's where quotes like you either sacrifice for your goal or you sacrifice your goal comes from. You need to use discipline. You need to have enough motivation to be motivated to actually want to achieve the goal. And if you want sacrifice for it, if you want be disciplined to work on it, for it, try to achieve it, then you won't achieve it. Do you understand? You should want it. You should have... I don't know if it is just about the feeling. It's not just about the feeling, but you should have optimism. It is about optimism. It is more about optimism than the feeling of motivation that everyone wants, thinks, that everybody thinks that once they have, they will achieve that goal. You won't have the feeling of freaking motivation. I don't have it. These days, right? They have a workout that I need to go to maintain my physique, to improve it. I don't really feel like going to it, to be honest. But I will go to it anyways. The work is a transformation, you is before, and you should actually want the after version of yourself. The consequences, the what you get, the what you see, the what you feel, the who you are. You should want the transformation, you should want the higher desire. And that's essentially it. If you enjoyed this video, you can like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.